Well, well. Then my ears didn't trick me after all. So, to what do I owe the honor? You didn't come to rob a helpless woman, did you? If so, think twice. These guardians were only a mousetrap, metaphorically speaking. Did she now? No, you don't seem to be lying. Well then, come on in. Who am I to Well, you didn't come to rob a helpless... Sorry again for the guardians. I have reason to be cautious, let's put it that way. These parts of the land aren't exactly the coves of Calais, as you undoubtedly have noticed already. But it seems you know how to take care of yourself. Here we are. Welcome to my workshop. I would offer you something to drink, but you look as if you want to get straight to the point. So, tell me, what troubles my dear Erica so much that she affords herself a mercenary? As far as I know, this gallery of hers isn't exactly a gold pit. Which roughly translates as she needs new pictures because she has sold all the others. Poor girl. She and her beloved Eshnu with their worried faces over a little pile of pennies. Oh, I can imagine it all too well. So let's make this short. The reason I haven't delivered has nothing to do with Erica. I have other problems to take care of at the moment, as I hinted at before. Actually, it's quite convenient that you're here. What do you say? You get me that picture back, and I'll do my best to send Erica new paintings as soon as possible. Oh, certainly. A good one. They were a young couple dressed in sinfully costly clothing and said they came to be portrayed. I should have gotten suspicious that they had no escort, but age makes you careless, I suppose. Anyway, I was just painting the pal when I felt a hit on my head. When I woke up, they were gone, together with a very dear painting of mine. I assumed they ran for the Throatstone Quarry, at least judging from the trail, but it was already dark, and despite all my magic, I have no desire to make acquaintance with hordes of lost ones or Vatiras. That's your job. Oh, there are many reasons, none of which you would understand. Let's leave it at that. I believe it is the question every successful artist asks himself sooner or later, isn't it? I have two answers for it. The blood that was spilled here. It is as if a part of the body's soul soaked into the ground with it. These souls have become part of the forest now. That, combined with the certain talent I possess, reflects in my paintings. That's the romantic explanation. The other one is that the Ark Nobles simply love to look at themselves, and I have a hand for portraits. Good painters are hard to find. Oh, I get that a lot. 1 vial of child's blood, crushed dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract, well mixed up and regularly applied to the skin. Okay. Jokes aside, thank you for the compliment. Hermit's life or not, everyone likes to hear such things once in a while. I'm sure you will. Take care of yourself. I'll be right here.
Walk blessed. It's good to see you.
Potatoes, garnish.
Come.
Blessed.
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I thought I heard an accent there. The Dark Valley. It's, as the name suggests, a valley, a few miles north of the Whispering Wood. Not a place I would recommend you visit based on its history, and all the people who've been killed there. Nowadays, with the Red Madness, it's even worse. Well, I'm not a chronicler, but there was this riot in Ark, somewhere around 72-88. It was led by a woman from the Undercity, Killana Hammerfist. It was a massacre, and up to this day the valley's still littered with bones. My mother always had a liking for this story, which is probably part of why she built her hut there. Strange?
Sure.
Yeah,
Take your
but
time.
that's how she
It's
is.
not as if there's much to do down here anyway. Farewell.
Malthus's blessings, dear man. Might I interest you in
Greetings.
a ware from my
Sure,
most
take a
exquisite
look.
assortment?
안녕하세요. 할 수는 있는데요. 편집하기 귀찮아서 안 하고 그런 잘 안 해요. 다른 게임은 편집한 것도 있고 그렇긴 한데 그것도 뭐 한 번밖에 안 해봤고요. 나중에 시간이 많이 나면 한번 해보겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
Blessed.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier. Come again. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
What? Let's... Now where?
Yes?
Uh-huh. No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk, blessed.
Hungry? I've got just what a weary tra-
huh? That's all you got? Where'd she go?
I swear.
Fucking scum! You'll pay for that!
Wait, wait. You're not one of the bandits, are you? You have to help me. No, that is... You are. But I'm a person. Only that she trapped me in here. This wild mage, this witch, Andrasta. She did this. Leaf, my companion, she managed to knock her out and flee with me. But then there were these bandits. And they killed her. Oh, my Malthus. My Leaf. They killed her. Well, you're talking to a painting, aren't you? I'm sorry. I'm just done with this. Andrasta. This is what she does, you know. She takes away people's essence and locks it inside these paintings of hers. This is why they feel so vibrant, or whatever you want to call it. Normally you would be able to talk with me, but Leaf stopped her before she could trap me completely. Still, not soon enough. Leaf and I were mercenaries. Witch hunters from Erasium. Tal Ghul, to be precise. We heard that things are turbulent here in Enderol at the moment. So we thought we would make passage and try our luck here. One of those Sublime from Ark. He didn't want to tell us his name because he was afraid. At first I thought he was exaggerating, but now I know better. Andrasta. She hates Ark, you know. She hates the nobles more than anything in this world. She says they are decadent and care about nothing other than their pennies and the latest haircut, while people have to live like rats in the Undercity. And she's a wild mage. A psionic, to be precise. No. She waits for them to come to her. Do you know what people pay for a painting by her? A worker could buy a house with that money. And she says whoever is willing to waste that much money on vanity doesn't deserve to live. Nobody notices anything different in the beginning, you know? The people she paints, they behave like always. But in reality, they are no more than lost ones. Puppets without a will who go about their daily business. And then, usually a couple of moons after the painting, they die. Suicide, a heart attack. Nothing anyone could trace back to Andrasta. That's what's so horrible about it. In any case, our employer, he somehow found out, and he hired me and Leaf to put an end to her atrocities, once and for all. I suppose so, yes. I don't know how it works, and truth be told, I don't want to. I just want to get out of here and make her pay. We pretended we were customers. She painted me first. Leaf noticed too late what was happening, but she managed to overthrow her. Then she took the painting and ran. We would have both gotten away if it hadn't been for those damn highwaymen. Oh, Leaf. I just can't believe it. Please. You have to bring me to Andrasta's house and kill her. I think I know how I can break the spell and get back into my body. But she needs to be dead for that. Please. Thank you. We have to do this for Leaf.
Now, if it isn't my new friend, fine. Oh, wow. Such drastic claims. And who told you this, I wonder? The lost king of the fabled empire of old Aranath? Or just one too many bottles of rum?
Yet, she knows everything. Just make short work of her, will you? She will try and manipulate you with every word that she says. I know her.
All right, fine. No point in beating around the bush any longer, I suppose. So, where should I begin? Yes, our Zalian friend inside that painting is right. I have those nobles on my conscience, quite a lot of them. And you know what? I don't feel regret. Every one of those bastards deserved to die. Ugh, do you think I picked this place as my workshop by coincidence? This forest, it is the proof of how rotten this country really is. Thousands of men and women slaughtered because they followed a woman who dared to say that this oh-so-holy society is nothing but a lie. The path, holy verses, they are nothing but mental shackles so that the poor stay poor. Who are we to doubt what fate the path has chosen for us? Malthus alone knows our destiny. You notice something? That's shaveling talk for eat shit or die.
Balrak, what are you doing? Just kill her, damn it. Do you have the slightest idea how many people this wench has murdered?
Says the witch hunter from Araziel. Tell me, were you also there at the Purge, 8212? How many magically gifted girls and boys of the free folk did you kill? Only because they dared to worship the gods of their ancestors rather than your civilized Lightborn. I hope your employers paid well for that.
Just kill her for fuck's sake. Kill her.
I hate it when people shout in my house. I know a few dead nobles aren't going to change anything, but at least it's a little justice for those poor souls who have to pay for their decadence in the Undercity. Do you really want me to go into detail? This witch hunter, as he styles himself, is nothing more than a murderer. He and his order were part of a massacre, which puts even what the order did to the Blood Moon rebels to shame. But of course, he will tell you a different story. They always do. Exactly. Exactly. Nice and clean, and nobody ever suspects a thing. Well, at least that's what I thought. I must have gotten careless. Well, as I see it, there are two ways of ending this. Number one, you give me the painting, I take care of our talking friend in there, and we both live happily ever after. Number two, you make a mistake. Probably, but we'll see about that. I'm old. And, truth be told, it doesn't feel as satisfying anymore. Correct. It is, believe me. So, that's it. Well, I assume thanks are in order, aren't they? For a moment, I really thought you would listen to this child killer. Apart from that, poof. As I said, I suppose the smartest thing for both of us would be to keep going on as before. You go back to Ark, give Erica a little money, and tell her I was sick. And what do you think? Do we have an agreement? I might, perhaps. But honestly, with all you hear from the city these days, red madness and so on, I think she might be better off moving here with that. You know, I like the silence of this place. But anyway, what's your answer? Do we have an agreement? Oh, is that an order? How intimidating. But fine. To be honest, this entire craft has gotten tiresome anyway. And I'm not even sure anymore these perfumed bastards are worth my canvases. Here, take this. It's for Erica. It should be enough to keep the gallery running. Now, don't take this personally, but I need some time to myself. Well, I assume thanks are in order, aren't they? For a moment, I really thought you would listen to this child killer. Apart from that, poof.
Be careful, my dame. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
Walk blessed.
Can I help you? We always go too easy on this guy.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion.
What? Oh, yes, certainly.
Obulus, my dear.
Oh my, now who? I've seen this. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Yes?
Who are you?
Certainly. Just take your time.
safe. Travels.
Yes?
Hear my words, O Pathfinder people of this.
Yes, did you get a chance to look for my bandits? I'd like to tell you I'm relieved, but if those bastards get the better of her someday... Oh, by the gods. I really don't see why she stays there. Anyway, thank you for your efforts. I appreciate it. What about the paintings? Will she, you know, a break? Uh-huh. Well, that's good and bad news all in one. Here, I think you've earned this for your help. Thank you again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to tell my husband about all this. Walk blessed, and know that you're welcome here anytime.
Yes?
Oh my. You just don't get... younger.
Oh, hello. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. What? West.
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion.
Malphus blessings, madame. Are you looking for something to read? You name it, I got it.
Hymn of the Desert King.
Walk
Dark as
blessed.
the sun, light as the night.
Yes?
Oh my, now who? I've seen this face. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
Fair lady. Of course. Safe travels. Fair lady.
Yeah? No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malthus himself. Telor Ardenfield has returned. Yes, you have heard right.
My Dame.
Well,
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to...
Oh, hello. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Blessed.
midnight. Between cobblestone and exclusion.
What?
Between darkness and light.
A potion to cure red madness. Wouldn't that be something?
I'm so hungry.
And it is over. Midnight. Between
Madame? A visitor. Take your time, look around. Walk blessed, madame.
Move along.
Hello.
Move along.
Yes?
Madame.
You're not from here, are you? Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you?
Walk blessed. Well, a bit of everything. Just look for yourself. Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? The Golden Sickle is the oldest merchants' guild here on Ark. We represent nearly half of this land's trading power, from dates to shadow steel. Yes, contrary to some other so-called businessmen, we respect the holy verses when doing trade. We stand for hard work, path-abidingness, and love of our craft. Well, that's simple. Whoever wants to be part of our guild has to work towards the benefits of all other Sickle merchants. He or she swears to respect our principles and pays a monthly token fee to the guild, depending on the volume of his sales. In return, that merchant benefits from our contacts and is eventually granted the Golden Sickle's badge, which marks him as a merchant of trust. Walk blessed. There's always work. But if the Sickle were to trust every day laborer who came along, if you really mean it, then you will have to prove it. It's that simple. Well, just ask around and see if you can lend a hand. And now excuse me, I've got business to attend to. Are you joking? Are you just plain stupid? You haven't helped anyone yet. Don't wait. My time.
You're a day laborer, aren't you? Poor you. I know how much convincing it takes for old Mendelez to give you a proper job. But it's your lucky day. I actually have something. Yesterday, I lost me necklace here, somewhere in the trading post. I wanted to go look at myself, but I'm lucky if I find time to breathe with all. What do you say? Find that necklace for me, and I'll tell Mendelez what a great addition to the Sickle you'd be. Darling, if I did, I wouldn't need your help finding it, would I? That's a deal. Good luck.
Walk blessed.
Huh?
She-Ra.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned. You found it. Uh-huh. However it got there. Anyway, thanks a bunch. Mendelus will only hear the best from me.
Yes? Let's see. Doria said you're honest and not afraid to get your hands dirty. Gunham doesn't know who you are. Did you already talk to... Well, that's not enough yet. Go see if any others have work for you.
Huh? Yes, you can. Take these papers here to the farmer. Eljas Goodwill. That saves me the cost of a courier. Doesn't matter. Just hurry. He works at Borik's farm on the farmer's coast. Fair skin and orange hair. You can't miss him. Good luck.
Oh, you want to impress good old Penny Pouches, don't you? Hey, there is something you can do for me. He stinks like a bloody vater and keeps on asking every passerby for money. So, hey, but they lack the firm hand it takes to deal with scum like that. Oh, I don't know, best give him a good beating or something like that. Well, good luck with that, especially since the beggar doesn't even exist. If you ask me, the last thing the sickle needs these days are more ruffians of your kind. Now let me get back to work. There's much to do.
Huh? Huh?
Look blessed, madame. Sorry, no. But thanks. Ask the others.
Walk blessed.
Ah, excellent. Many thanks, madame.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Huh? Yes, you do. Thanks for helping.
Walk. Dorius. Well, Gunham said you're... Old Rogosh said you'd be better off in the... Well, that's two voices against one. Not a stellar result, but a good one. And don't get me wrong, I know you're not here out of neighborly love, but to make money. But still, we can use you. You can start as soon as you want to. Why, of course. Tomorrow you can move into the guild's house and Mal DeLorean will come to watch. I like you, you know that? You're still so green and honest. That's a rare sight in this trade. If you're after the badge, yes. But you don't seem like the merchant type to me. But that's not a problem, however. With the right attitude, Maybe you could reach the rank of vassal. Guard the holy dealings of the sickle, of course. Only a fool would send a caravan through the powder desert without a proper escort. But let's not get carried away, shall we? If you're really planning to get hired as a vassal, well, aren't you eager? But it's your lucky day. There is something. But be warned, you'll have to earn your money this time. Well, that'll need a bit of explaining first. As you may already know, a good merchant doesn't depend only on himself, but also on his suppliers. Helga Hafner is a farmer who's been producing grain for the sickle for 10 years now. Since 2 moons ago. Right. But I need someone who can do it discreetly, which makes you the perfect fit for this task. Hafner doesn't know you, and he must not find out that, because we suspect that his fields will stay barren permanently, whatever's causing it. He denies it, but we have to know. And that is your job. That's what I wanted to hear. Do you have a map? Now here, that's where you'll find his farm. And again, stay low.
Can I help you?
Great.
They always go too easy, this guy.
What? Who are you? You shouldn't be here. This is my property. Bork's farm? Just go south from here. It's not far. I have to go. Walk blessed.
Even if you kill the mother shroom, the spores will stay in Hafner's soil. For the next 10 years, at least. Hopefully longer. Menhir. Menhir Harius. But that doesn't matter anymore. No one will remember me a few moons from now. Aye. Well spotted. So, go ahead. Take me in, beat me up, whatever. Hope you feel good about it. Why would I? Let this fucking son of a Vatir starve to death. And his children, too. That's the good thing about the Golden Sickle, you know. As path-abiding and pious as they pretend to be, in the end they only care about the coin. To what end? I bet you've got it all figured out by now, haven't you? The evil Eterna ruined the pious farmer. What did he tell you, huh? Malphas punishes me for me sins? That stunt has always worked well for him, even back then. Hafner, he pretends to be a stupid farmer, but he isn't. Not at all. Yes, I know him. We both grew up at the farmer's coast, and it's where we'll die. A little earlier than I thought. That's a nice word for it. I take it you know everything has gone to shit around here over the past 2 years without... Well, guess what? It's us farmers who feel it the most. And even worse, with every caravan that gets robbed, the craftsmen inside the city put less trust in us small men and prefer to buy from Borek with his well-armed, escorted caravans instead. I'm getting there. You see, Borek undoubtedly saw the situation we were in, and in its infinite benevolence, offered us a deal. Elegonus Brewstrong was one of them, and the other one was, or should have been, me. He did. And I would have never let him down, for fuck's sakes. I would have shared me place in the caravan with him like friends do. We would have made no fortune that way, but still. It would have been enough for us and our families to survive on. But no, 50-50 wasn't enough for that scum. So what does that son of a Vatir do? He poisons me cattle. That fucking bastard poisons me cattle. That miserable pissbag didn't even bother to deny it. Sorry, Menhir, that's just how the world works. But of course, that's only what he said to me. To everyone else, he was so sorry for what had happened. Drastic. That's one way to put it. For 6 months now, we haven't sold anything. But, you know, that isn't even the worst part. The worst part is to go begging with me children and me woman knowing it. The god responsible for the farmer's coast is made up of a half a dozen simpletons, all of whom Hafner knows far too well for them to believe me. It took me a long time to do this, and it has cost me. But still, it was worth it. Just to see that fucking smile wiped off his face. The spores. I'm no arcanist, but they've taken their toll on me too. And my sight has gotten worse, and I've had these headaches for weeks now. But still, that's a small price to pay for justice. If you're really stupid enough to believe that, go ahead. I don't give a shit. There's only one way to end this. Probably it wasn't, but no point in crying over spilled milk, is there? I've done what I've done. And you've made your judgment. I'm sorry, but that's not gonna happen. You know why? Because I'm tired of this fucking world and its fucking people. And because I'm a coward. I didn't think I was, but I am.
That's it. You're killing the contract.
I wish it were different, but we don't have a choice. With the way your fields are, you won't be able to deliver anytime soon. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mania. Why? We were friends. What am I supposed to tell my family now? Oh, by the seven, you can't do this to me.
All right, then. The Sickle will find a job for you in the city. It won't make you rich, but it'll be enough to feed your children. I beg your pardon. What? Is this true?
No! Why would you say something like that? I thought you were a good person.
We will investigate this matter. Guard, arrest him. You will hear from us.
As you command. Hafner, come with me.
But that's not fair!
Do I have to force you?
You did well. Truth be told, I always suspected that this fellow had a corpse or two in his closet. They all do. Here's your pay. Come back to the trading post if you're ready for more work.
Madame?
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee?
Walk blessed.
Yes? Now, if it isn't the hero of the Farmer's Coast. Well, your story about Hafner turned out to be true. He really did poison Urias's cows. Well, the stable boys saw him do it, but was too afraid to report it. Anyway, concerning your question, yes, there is more to do. Uncomplicated work, good pay. Interested? Well, it's simple. At the moment, there's a caravan on its way to Ark, carrying Duneville fruit and peaceweed. I need you to deliver a message to the caravan's leader, Rhodos. Then report back to me that Skerrig men wear no underclothes when they venture into battle. I want you to deliver the message, not ponder on its contents. Understood? Well, that's up to you to find out. They should be on the Penny Road by now. Just follow the road. You'll find them eventually. Good luck.
Oh, hello. A bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. What? West?
You're not from here, are you? I heard you.
Greeting. Sure, take a look. Walk west.
Madame?
Ça va courir, Alex!
Ras.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors.
Yes? I beg your pardon? Wait. Again, from the beginning. By the righteous path. That I mean, the Guildmaster must learn of this at once. And, wait, what did you say these assassins look like? Huh. Was their armor all black? And did they speak a language that sounded like gibberish to you? Petrified. By Malthus. Well, this is worse than I expected. The hired killers, the best of their kind. Have you never heard of them? Apparently their temple, as they call it, or their headquarters, is on a small island called Milea, a deserted city. But now is not the time for history lessons. Whoever has enough money to hire the petrified is dangerous. Very dangerous. I don't like your tone. But if your life depends on it, no, it wasn't. And yes, I was afraid something might happen, but nothing like this. The entire caravan murdered. But, as I said, Guildmaster DeLorean needs to learn about this. Did you find anything on the corpses? Documents, perhaps? Rhodos's amulet. Oh, by Malphus. DeLorean will not like this. Give me back that letter. We have to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Thanks. Here, take this. It's a paycheck, and you can hand it in at the bank. Now, excuse me. I have to make some arrangements. Oh, by the seven, this is not going to be pleasant.
Oh, hello. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Hello? Penny pouches. So that old man found himself a new errand boy, did he? Show me. Yes, this looks solid indeed. Here is your money.
Yes?
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard of it.
Now, if it isn't the hero of the hour. Word of the stunt you pulled with those petrified got around. Mal DeLorean himself wishes to see you. I strongly assume he's planning to hire you as a protector. Oh, you did? I'm impressed. Particularly since he's the Grandmaster of this guild. In the guild house, just on the other side of the street. Now hurry, he doesn't like to be kept waiting. If that's what snappy sounds like to you, maybe you should consider a change of profession. I heard the bathing house is still looking for harlots. Oh, there is no problem. At least not a problem that needs resolving. Let me put it this way. I'm impressed by how you, without a moment's hesitation, used the tragic events at the caravan site for your own advantage. But I guess that's just how this world works. Business is business. Forget about it. You wouldn't understand even if I told you.
Oh!
Is it important?
Mm-hmm. Take a seat.
Good. Thank you for coming. I'm Mael DeLorean, by my path Guildmaster of the Golden Sickle. What is your name? Well met, I'll be frank. You're an outlander, and that makes you pathless. And I'm sure you know by now that the Golden Sickle is more than just a band of merchants. Still, I believe that everyone has the right to prove themselves, pathless or not. And when you fought those assassins, you did just that, even though you were too late. So, as promised, I'll make it short. I want to promote you to the rank of Protector. That sounds just like him. You know, there were times when Mindalus was young and full of ideals. But his behavior these days... I suppose he thinks your promotion is unfair to the other recruits. But you're fit for the task. Even he should see that. How? With floors made of marble and statues of gold? This is not a brothel for nobles. It's a place of work. And in my experience, that kind of nonsense... The same as working for the trading post. Only you will no longer have to waste your skills on running errands. You promise to honor the principles of the Golden Sickle, and to never act out against it or its members. In return, you will be granted a good pay and path-abiding honest work. Work that other outlanders would give their left hand for, if I may say that. Good. Can you read and write? Excellent. This contract contains what we expect from you in written form. Read it, sign it, and then we can start. Yes? Excellent. Then we can start right away. Are you ready for your first assignment as a Protector? Before I tell you, I have to ask you something. Are you familiar with the Blue Islands Coalition? The Blue Islands Coalition is a league of powerful merchants from the belt of Killet. I take it you've heard about the civil war on Killet. It has been going on for 2 years now. Recently, the Council of Elders, which is made up of mostly wealthy merchants in Killet, succeeded in restoring rudimentary order. That is, if a dictatorship by those cutthroats can be called order. Blasphemous rumors about the supposed death of the Lightborn. It's ridiculous when you say it out loud like that. But the Killayans never were a God-fearing people to begin with. I suppose some of the elders were behind those rumors. They wanted all the power for themselves, so they spread a rumor that the gods were dead, and that it was time for a new order to arise. At first it was just a few remaining servants of the Lightborn against the usurpers. Then the latter started turning on each other. Thousands of people died. Although the Killayans brought this upon themselves, it's still a tragedy. It affects trade. Since the Civil War, the prices for spices, cane sugar, and Kilayan cloth have exploded. And while some might profit from this, most merchants don't. But this situation should settle down now that the war is over, and it's not the topic of this discussion. I need you because some days ago an emissary of the Blue Islands Coalition arrived in Ark. Yes, but it's no ordinary visit. We'll talk of that later. I don't. But that's a different story. I want you to meet this emissary and give him this letter. It's a written invitation to come to the guild's house for dinner. We are talking about a representative of one of the world's most powerful merchant guilds. This is not an ordinary errand. Well, finding that out will be part of your job. But I suppose he's somewhere in that city where there are colorful clothes and shining... Kilayans are drawn to that kind of flashiness like children to sweets. Now go. Come back to me once you've delivered the message.
hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around. Tell me if you see me.
My dame.
Oh, she no talk to Dul. In all bad, talk to others. Emissary, she talk about the jam. The jam not here. The jam other place. Perhaps Dul can remember, but she needs to help his memory. Dul's memory old and full of holes, like cheese. She right. Dul heard that pennies can help, but Dul not knows if true. Oh, she wants fight. Dul knows fight. Show Dul what you're made of. Fine. Oh, the jam went bathing in a house with many what. She has what she came here for.
Huh? Can I help you?
Hear my words, O path.
Is it important?
Yes? What are you doing here?
Is it important?
Keep walking.
Walk blessed. Has my dame come to indulge in the hot or is my dame simply looking for a place to forget about life's daily sorrows? In either case, she will be required to pay a toll of 57. Unfortunately, a man with such a name is not known to me.
Hello? Is it important?
Walk blessed, or is my dame simply looking for... Unfortunately, a man...
Let her in. I'll pay.
My dame, you should cover yourself.
Let's talk downstairs, shall we? I want to indulge in these beautiful springs for as long as I can. By the 7. What has got the people of this country in such a hurry? Wipe that uptight look off your face and come on down.
An outlander. What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
What is it? Are you coming? Depends on the business, I guess. So, I take it you're the welcoming party from the Sickle, am I right? I was told someone would contact me as soon as we landed, but for the past 2 days, no one has. I thought I might as well take a look around the city. Even though this city has certainly seen better days, at least according to the gossip. Red madness, lost ones in the forests, crazed brigands. Phew! I'm sure they have their reasons. I have. But I've been warned that this Delorean is a... how shall I say? A complicated character. I'm important, and I'll let you feel just how important by letting you wait. But who cares? Once an idiot, always an idiot. Now, aren't you curious? But fine, why not? We want to buy an artifact from the sickle. An ancient and powerful one. One of unmatched value. 2 golden testicles from a Vatir, each of them weighing 3 pounds. Of course I am. Jokes aside, I would be a bad merchant if I went around gossiping with confidential information, wouldn't I? Don't take it personally. Show me. Formal supper in the guild's house with Delorean himself. Oh my, this is going to be an evening full of jesting and good humor. You can tell Delorean I'll be there. Thanks for delivering the message.
One more thing before you go. Urinal. I've heard that accent before, but I just can't put my finger on it. Where are you from?
Of course, that was it. And how is it that a traveler like you is now running errands for the Golden Sickle? Uh-huh. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do next. Ah, and if you're in the mood for it, apparently there's a Chilean minstrel group in this city, and they perform in the tavern just next to the bathing house. I'll stay there for the time being, and I wouldn't mind a good chat. Now, aren't you subtle? Then walk blessed, as people here like to say.
Hear my words, O path of
Greetings.
this holy city.
Who are you?
Walk blessed, madame.
Yes? She? Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot. No, because you know the meaning of responsibility and discipline. Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon. Farewell. There's one more thing. This Dijam. What's your take on her? Most Chileans are, as long as it serves their ends. Now go. You'll hear from me.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Well, aren't you the eager one? Does all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. You know a thing or two about beating... Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it? I can't do that.
Pouches?
We...
Guildmaster DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector. Do you know where she is? Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorean wishes to see you, my dame. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know.
Uh-huh. Then it seems someone else has to take care of the rats. Off you go. The Guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Walk west. Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing? You think so? I've seen better, but she's not bad, that's true. Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me.
Oh well.
Fine vintage.
Come, take a seat. So, before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me. I know, he's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Ineo, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Nerim are you from? I'm curious. That's why I asked. Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, this is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable. I mean, just take a look around. Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better? We've got Nerim, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that. Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 3 dozen corpses. And don't get me started on Arc-Twin to Arizale or this place. What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands. On Chile, and yes, there are problems. But we are free. Neither Moralen nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country. Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves. Then now you're here, working as a protector for one of the most influential merchant guilds of the civilized world. Because you wouldn't surrender to what other people tried to sell you as your fate. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better once you're dead, I took responsibility for my own fate. If a dust-sniffing loser as a father and a clump-footed, half-witted brother qualify as not exactly noble, then yes. I don't want to talk about it. Was. Merciful as the gods were, they blessed him with a deadly fever at the age of 10. Probably better that way. An addict and a failure. Do you know the kind of person who does nothing all day long but whine about how unfair the world is? Take that and throw in 2 sacks of droge and there you have him. Geran Onelis, my esteemed creator and one of the reasons I spent most of my childhood eating dust and insects for breakfast. It was. I have, and I'm only getting started. You should see them. All these losers who I grew up with. Yes, they were dealt a tough hand, but instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone. I'll never understand how people can be that way. Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we? It's late and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
So many strange faces.
Hymn of the Desert King.
Walk blessed. It's good to see you.
Uh-huh. Madame.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, without samples, I just can't say, my sir. I am sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly. Look for yourself. Yes? Rhodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him? He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rhodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the Sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path. He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands. Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. Yes? We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses. Traces of Chilean poison. The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. But in the end, they are weapons, tools. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, who sent them? You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learned the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Kalayans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the Green Scarabaeus, the idol of Morala? The goddess of Kile, yes. The Scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Kalayan who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself. And at that time... Yes, I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Kalayan Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us. A big one. Let's leave it at that. It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Kalayans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Inderall, has seen better times. And of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The House of the Apothecari? The Pest House, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it. And with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon. We do our duty, that the sickle respects the righteous path as not just some and from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Inderall's future... Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole. Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all. Yes. Unfortunately, it isn't, no. You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it, then... You're right. But we have to be sure. Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances. According to the Apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Inderall. Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, then leave as soon as you can. Here's a list of the ingredients. This should be self-evident, but still. Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove. Good luck, Protector. What about him? My relationship? What do you mean by that? Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But true... You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage. When I grew up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a... Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way... But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently. And he would not have expected me to eat. Yes?
place, wrong time!
Where from? Where are you from? Who sent you? What do you want? Blah, blah, blah. The usual. I can't just let everyone walk into Duneville. This, my dame, is what you call an entrance. The actual Duneville is below our feet. In a cavern. Who the heck are you? Huh. Wait a second. You're an outlander, aren't you? That explains a lot. Town, not city. And it's in a cave. A Sweetwater cavern, to be precise. A lot more comfortable and cooler than up here. But you'll see for yourself soon enough. Aye, that may be so, but it's very resourceful. Go ahead. Try to get your hands on sulfur or malachites in the heartlands or the Suncoast. And since there are hardly any workers willing to travel back and forth between the plantations and Ark, they needed a place to stay. And here it is. Sailors, miners, vagabonds. Anyone who got of those snobs from Ark, I guess. Also, Duneville doesn't have that many residents. Most of them are either just passing through or day toilers who work here for a season. I figured that much already. Tell me what brings you here and maybe I'll let you in. Alright, fine, you can pass. Something tells me you're not one of those bandits. But do yourself a favor and respect the rules, or your ass will be out in the dunes faster than you can count to 3. Of course it does, with some minor adjustments. Listen, just behave yourself and don't do anything stupid and you'll be fine. Don't mention it.
In my bed, so
what? Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Well then.
Hey, want something to drink? They're masters of fear, illusion, and lies. You won't have a chance.
Huh? Dawnflower extract? Yes, I do indeed. It's a rarity these days, however. 110 pennies a vial. No negotiating. Perfect. A pleasure to do business with you.
Mages wild and free, wicked wayward wizards. If they're pointing their fingers at you, you'll soon be crazy too.
Yes.
Hi, I told you. I never got how that imbecile made it to... Did you say anything about what we can do about the mast?
Nah, what could he say? We don't have enough coin to fix it anyway.
Shit, it's fucking
Water you must take, or else the fever will deform your shape, and you'll end up as a hideous monster, the frightful blue death.
Huh?
Martha's light is never shown on their face.
Walk blessed.
Uh-huh.
Walk blessed, madame.
Now look at that. If it isn't my new friend. What brings you here? Have you also been granted an audience by the most pleasant living person in the civilized world? Well, certainly not the fabled king of old Aranath. But yes, after 3 days of keeping me waiting, the great DeLorean has finally deigned to see me. I suppose I should feel honored. What brings you here? More errands? I feel for you. Nice to see, however, that your travels have brought you into warmer regions of this country, too. I miss the sun and beaches of Calais. I really do. We all have our secrets, don't we? Now, off you go to your master. I've heard he doesn't like his pets to keep him waiting.
Yes? Wonderful. I've not been idle in the meantime either. Another protector provided me with some information on this Dijam. And as little as I like to say this, the odds that the Calayans really are behind the ambush get more likely by the minute. As I said, we need to be sure. First, we need to wait for the report from the Apothecarius. Then...
You miserable, two-faced bastard! Don't you have any respect?
I could ask you the same thing.
Have I heard correctly that you seriously believe we had something to do with the ambush on your caravan?
What I believe is that there have been a series of peculiar coincidences, which we are investigating. No more, no less.
Peculiar coincidences. I see. As peculiar as the fact that you coincidentally forgot to inform us that the Scarabaeus has been stolen by a bunch of bandits?
Leave. Now.
The Blue Islands Coalition will learn of this accusation. Be sure of that. And you. You are no better. Bloody liars, all of you.
Irreverent wint. She must have eavesdropped. Calayans like to do that. How does the saying go? Those who've lost the path shout the loudest. If there were nothing to our assumptions, she would have stayed calm. But still, we need to know for certain. The question is when. I assume Onalis will contact them by letter. But even if she hires a myriad courier to carry it, it will be days until the Calayans get it. Until then, we won't know for sure. Here's your pay. You will hear from me once there's news.
Mm-hmm.
Now get lost before I...
Hmm?
아니 이렇게 계속 서브 퀘스트 쭉 해봤는데요. 지금 이 황금낫 얘네 퀘스트는 조금 길어질 것 같네요. 예, 일단은 여기까지 하고 또 다음에 계속 이어서 하겠습니다.